Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over a coin called Metis and update that one, let you guys know what possibly could be going on. And one of the things I think could be going on is potentially an altcoin season coming up here. Potentially, let's say, I don't know, going into the summer, somewhere around there, guys. Okay. Now, drop a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. Help the channel out. And also, if you want to support the channel, I use Mex C. I got links in the description. I have links in the description. If you want to do that, you can go over to Mex C. I've had no issues with them. I think they're a pretty good exchange. I do put some warnings on there. Remember, not your keys, not your coins. That's going around. Everybody's taking everything, put out their wallet. But of course, you put a little bit on there. So, you know, if you need to buy anything, that's what I do. And spread out the wealth too. Don't use only one. Use like maybe two or three. Okay. And spread that out a little bit. That'd be good. But I think for the most part, I think Mex C is okay, guys. Like Mex C and KuCoin's another one that I use too, guys. I think it's pretty decent. So they survived the worst part of the bear market, if you will. Some people say we're still in it and we're going to be in it for years. And then there's some people like myself that say that we're probably out of it and Bitcoin's going to continue to go up. Now, here's the thing. There's other things. I want to go into that. Here's Bitcoin right here. It's probably popping up a little bit. I'm going to go over Bitcoin because it's going to matter, obviously, for Metis. If Bitcoin and Ethereum are dropping like a rock, then Metis is probably not going to go up. But there are some anomalies out there. Some smaller cap cryptos can go, but the odds are really pointing towards Metis. It won't go up, but Metis is a pretty good coin, guys. Probably do pretty well in over the next going in 2024 or something like that. But you see here's Bitcoin on the chart. You can see up there, it's burning off some RSI. It's heading up. This is kind of what I'm looking at. Now, is it going to rip from there? Probably not. But, you know, to move from here to here in the RSI, guys, it really doesn't take much. But to me, on Bitcoin here, is what you have is a flat, because you got a five-way move, a flat there, and then 1, 2, 3, and it might do a move over here like this, guys. So you got a three-way move, and I'd be looking for maybe something like that. And then you want to see the RSI do that, guys. And then maybe down into the box, and that would be a buy zone, guys. I think Bitcoin is going to be heading up above 30,000, 35 and 40, and even near 50K is a potential. You can't rule that out. Anybody who thinks that, oh, that's out of line, well, they won't make any money, I guess. They'll sit on the sidelines, or they'll try to be shorting it, because some of these YouTubers, guys, right? Some of these YouTubers, let's go over their strategy. I watched them. I watched the Bears, guys. Where they tell you to enter your shorts? Right here, right there. Every pump, add to a short. And all you had to do is hope for this would come back around and maybe you'd break even. And I'm sure they're telling you to enter in right there too. Possibly, you know, you might get a ride down that way. But it's obvious to me that it's been up and to the right, and the play has been long, not short. All right, guys, so I'm grabbing a cup of coffee, have a Starbucks coffee. So Bitcoin's looking okay. Now, here's the other thing too, before I go into Metis, is we need to pay attention to Ethereum. And once Ethereum's going to start doing its thing, and it's doing the same thing, 112 hours, burning off some RSI, which is good. I'm hoping Ethereum kind of do the same thing. Now, here's one cool thing too you can look for, is if it goes up, and it can do a dip like this, okay? It can do a dip just like that. And if you see something like, let's say it goes up a little bit, and if you see the RSI go bump like that, oh man, tell you what, you might want to go in there and put in a trade. Just saying, not financial advice. Here's the other thing I'm looking at too, guys, on the daily chart. This is the ETH BTC chart. I'll go into Metis, man. I'll show you guys Metis here in a little bit. This right here is all the way down there. I'm thinking that this is going to be coming down a little bit more, and then there's going to be a move over here. Okay. Now you got to give it a week or two, guys, or it might take 3 weeks. Who knows? You got to give it some time. Be a little bit patient. But you can see what you got set up right here. What is that? Inverse head and shoulders, and boom. So this could get up here like that. Okay. So it can do another move like this and another move like this is what I'm thinking can happen. And when Ethereum did this to this, you know, it was doing way better than Bitcoin, guys. So that's a potential I'm looking for. And then you go over the BTC dominance chart here on the daily, and I think it's going to be peaking out here, guys. You know, here's the tops up here. You got your RSI right here. It took everything out, okay? And that's hidden bearish divergence. It could go up a little bit more, but I think you're gonna end up getting a point here in the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, however long this is going to take. And there's going to be this, you know, and then back up and then maybe back down. I think it's going to be doing something like that. And when it does that, that will be your altcoin season. Okay. And the altcoins, there's a lot of altcoins that are set up to rip. Okay. They are set up to rip. That's how I'm looking at that, guys. So looks pretty decent. I don't think this, you see how high that is on a daily RSI, up to 85, guys. I think it's probably the highest, you know, pretty much high peak, 84, 85 on the daily RSI. So like I said, it could have another shot up. But the other one we'll go over is Metis. Let me give you guys a whole picture here. Let's go over Metis right here, right? So Metis is, it's a bullish asset. It's a bullish asset. There's some couple signals you want to pay attention to in this chart. Of course, you always have uncertainty in the market. You never have 100% certainty in the market. That's why it's the market, because if it's always certain, then everybody would be certainly rich. And not everybody gets certainly rich. A lot of people get wrecked. So that's why there's a bunch of uncertainty in the market. And don't count these numbers, guys. I just have them laid on there. They're just spread out like that, okay? So you have Metis went up. I'm going to go over the overall picture. You have Metis went up in this wave one. It's very clear. You got your divergence right there on the weekly chart. It came back down in this three-wave swing. Nice ABC move right there, okay? There could be a debate whether it ended there or it ended here. I think it ended there. Went up in two-wave, came back in a three-wave move here, and went up into another wave. Now, here's the thing you want to pay attention to is you look at this RSI, okay? Now, you can look at this in a negative way. You can look at this in a positive way. Just kind of depends on what you think. I think altcoin season's coming, so I'm going to look at it more in a positive way until it starts breaking certain levels. So over here with Metis, you see it's coming down right here. The first area I'd be checking on this is at 23.98. See if it breaks that, okay? If it does, then you probably have ABC, and it could come all the way down to 20 bucks, okay? That could happen. That could happen. Okay, so let me go over that section right here. Here's your signal. You see that RSI? That right there. You know, you could certainly say that that's hidden bearish divergence, and Metis is going like that. Okay. However, you can take a positive way of looking at that. This has a lot of momentum behind it. Okay. And this could be the third wave, the first of the third wave, like this. Okay. So here's your first wave, second, first of the third, fourth, fifth of the third. Okay. Like that. Don't count, like I said, don't count these numbers. Probably not going to go that high. All right. So, you know, I probably need to bring the fifth way down here like this. Probably more realistic, you know, something like that. And then you have a fourth. So you're going to 1, 2. So you could have with Metis, if this count is correct, you could have 1, 2, 1, 2, which is a really good spot. That's like prime time real estate getting into an asset, right? So you wait for this second wave correction, went up 1, 2, 1, 2. And this is, if this is correct, like I said, this is prime time real estate because it could really do a shot right there, guys. Okay. You'd be in a 3 of a 3 of 3. That's called the smoke show. And it could do that. No guarantees, no guarantees. So let me go into these right here and show you on a 12 hour, see if we can break this down and let you guys know why I came up with that count. Okay, so you can see this is a your classic ABC 3, and then came back down here for a 5-wave move, A, B, C, like so, and then it came up here This is your a diagonal type move. Okay. It's definitely questionable. You want to be careful of these moves right here, but you got divergence from that peak to that peak. You can see it right there. Okay. So 1, probably 2 here, 3, 4, 5. And you see that wave 4 came down and tagged that top of that wave 1, making a diagonal. So it struggled out of there. It struggled out of there. It's what diagonals are. It has a struggle out of there. Can you get a corrective move out of there? You could, but it just seems like to me this is more probably of a impulsive move. 237%, more than likely impulsive move. And then here's your other clue. That's probably an impulsive move. This is like 3 wave-ish down, okay, guys? 3 wave-ish down. So it went up in a wave and 3 wave-ish down. And now you have another wave over here. 1, 2. And where's the peak? The peak is right there, okay? You see the highest peak right there on the RSI? And come up there and find that peak. So more than likely, this wave, this section right here was your wave, and it went up into a B wave. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now you got A, B, C, a flat. So let's check that flat, see if it hit targets and seems reasonable. Looks like it's going to come down and break that. Looks like it's going to come down and break that. This looks 5 wave-ish too, guys. So maybe that is part of it. You can see the RSI right there, highest peak. So it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it breaks that, you'll know. So if it breaks that low, you'll know that Metis, if the one was there, it has to move there, and then it's coming back down here. If the whole maintains that low, you're probably good, and this is a flat, because you can't get 3 wave out of that. 3, 3, 5. So this is part of the uncertainty in the market, guys. It's just how it is. You're never going to have certainty. There you go. 1.618 basically is the target. That's pretty good. So that's pretty good right there. It maintains that low. So now we need to see if this is 5 waves. Let me go to a 4-hour chart. Check that out. Okay. It can come all the way. That second wave can come all the way back down here, guys. So let's see. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can get 5 waves out of that, but there's no divergence yet. There's divergence to there. That's a pretty deep 4th wave. That's a real deep 4th wave, guys. That's real deep. Let me check that out. Let me see a retracement on that. So I need to get the 3rd wave. Check that. And always 786. That can't be a 4th wave. 1, 2. Here's 5. Yeah, it looks like this whole thing is, if there's an impulse there, that would be the impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up in 3, and now it's coming back down for a 5. Make it another flat, probably, guys. Let's see here. Check that flat. Check that flat right there. And see. Yeah, it's really pushing it here, guys. It's really pushing it, because if it comes down to 1.618, it's going to break that low. So with Metis 1, 2, all you can do is see if it's going to maintain that low. Let's check the RSI on this on a 12-hour. Okay, came back down all the way around here. It's coming down pretty deep. Check it on the daily. Yeah, it's doing a good job of resetting that. So it could be, it's just coming down to test that low, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up there. This would be a 3rd wave. It's taking that out. So this seems to be 3 wave-ish almost, guys. 3 wave-ish. This one's a tough one, because it looks like it's going to come down and break that low. And if it does, that's going to change everything on Metis, where this will be A, B, and then down for a C, and it's going to come probably way down here. So all you can do is see if it's going to maintain that. If Bitcoin, you go back over to Bitcoin, going to depend on Bitcoin too, probably. Let's see if Bitcoin is going to be doing that dump like this. into these areas, then you could probably expect Metis to break that low. So this is going to be a tough one because it's going to test. I mean, this is common for second waves too, guys. You have to realize that second waves come down and test your wits. Just like that, they come and they can come almost even and do a double bottom, kind of like what it did right here a little bit. You see this wave, it came all the way back down here. It can do that. So if it does break that, then your one's here, and then this two, this will be one, and then back down here for two. Expect it to come down about 19, guys. Okay. And then you have 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. The good news is this coming all the way down, and here in this daily chart, it came all the way down there, reset the whole cycle. So this is definitely a 1, and where the 2 is going to end up remains to be seen, guys. Okay. So right there, this is going to be the your answer. Maintains that low, you probably got a flat, and then you could have even a more bullish sequence, 1, 2, right there. If it breaks it, you're going to know this is going to change into ABC. Okay. So that's how I would do it with Metis, guys. And then just pay attention to the rest of them, to the rest of the crypto market, what it's going to be doing. So I'm kind of expecting Bitcoin is going to bounce a little and then possibly swing back around to these areas. And that would probably mean that Metis over here is going to break that low, guys. And then it's going to be down into these areas, right down into these areas, be the next stop. That $22 to $19 area, guys, is what I would be expecting with Metis. Just like so, right in that area right there. And that would make sense with this if that's going to do it. So let's take a fib extension. Pretty shallow B wave though. Yeah, so these numbers 618, 786, and then maybe even a tag on the 1-to-1. That would be the area. But then you have all this support right here in this area, guys. So you know how it is right here when it comes to that. You know, if you enter in now, you know, you can put a stop at 24. It's really, really close. And check this RSI down here too. It gets way down there, you know, in that area. That'd be good. So for this to be an ABC, a nice 3-wave swing, it seems like it's too low in the RSI too to even be doing that, guys. That's the other thing. Because the C wave needs to come back and break that. That tells you that's a 3-wave swing, because there shouldn't be any, should be taking it out at least a little bit, like down to there. So like down to 29, or maybe even down to oversold 26. So it tells you that that's a 3-wave swing with no divergence. So that's all I can come up with, guys. It's still, it's overall bullish coin, you know. So you have right here, you have a 1, 2, and it's just sussing itself out. It's like the rest, some of these other coins. What's some other coins that were doing this? You know, like PYR, Vulcan Forge. I showed you guys Veracity. They had these same areas just like this in this area, probably getting itself ready. And take it off log, and you go like that, you know, you can see that this came all the way back down to where it started. You see how it goes sideways like that, and then boom, you know, it's over here in this area, just like this, you know, and one day, boom, just like that, guys. So you see right there, similar little pattern, just like that. It's over here now, just bigger scale. You can take a look at this on log now again. You see right here, you know, up into a wave. This is probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then came back down, a 3-wave move, and then it was out of there. Same type of deal, except this is on a larger scale, going to take up more time. This is a double zigzag. So this is ABC, X, A, B, C. That was just that. Those are there to correct it and take up more time instead of just doing your typical A, B, C, because that's a 3-wave X, and then here's a 3-wave. So over here, you know, even if you did enter in right now, you know, you just have to realize that you have to come back down into the box area potentially. You know, you're looking at some little bit of a gain. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, people that are going to fight like over 10 or 15% and try to get like this perfect entry, not going to happen. You're never going to be happy with your entries or your exits. It's just how it is. And it's just how it is, guys, So basically, here's your bottom portion of it. That's your ultimate stop right there at 15. And then this one at 14.37, So you got a whole bunch of options in there with Metis. At the end of the day, if this is 1-2, 1-2, and maybe this is going to turn into a little 1-2, you're going to have a good shot over there, guys, for, you can see what happens, boom, and you could have that over here, boom, to me, it would be something like this, it's going to hit logarithmic numbers on that third wave. Let's say that's the third wave. It'll hit logarithmic numbers. Your first target right here, be paying attention to is the 54 bucks. And if it is going into the third wave, that's 1.618. There you go, 100 bucks right there for that. Let's check this one right here too. Let's say this is a wave 1 and that's a 2. Could be. Yeah, you see, there's that third wave. So this wave to this wave, it goes to the same spot. It goes to the same spot. You see that? You take a fib on that wave, it goes $100 bucks, more or less. You take that one and 1.618 goes to basically the same spot. So that's probably telling you that's what it's doing, more than likely. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.